Well, good morning, everybody. Danny and Wanda back from Pecan Grove here. Guys, we come out here to look at my grapevines, and they are doing really, really well. They're putting on their new little grape tags here. And I like to do what is called a summer pruning on these, because if you don't, what will happen is these things will just be everywhere. And if you've ever looked at a grape orchard where they raise them for wine and all that kind of stuff, you just see the pretty little grapevines hanging on the rows down through there. Well, there's a reason for that. Back in biblical times, they had what was called vine dressers. They kept the vines dressed. That's not going to, or it never has with me. I've never had a plant die from pruning it like it's supposed to be pruned, or like I've learned to prune them. Now, I'm sure there's universities out there that has done extensive testing on this and that and the other. I'm not trying to disapprove anything they're saying. I'm just trying to show you what I've done in my life, and I've never had any issues with it. It's always worked out pretty good for me. And one is, you take, like, you see, you have a spur sticking off. Like, I don't know how, if you can get there, Wanda, to be able to see it, but there's a spur like this sticking off. Well, if you look, there's another one right beside it. You see that little one right there? You want to get the little one out of there. You don't want it to stay there. And then get rid of that leaf right there. You want to get rid of that. And then usually what I do is when I find a, like in between this here, I'll take that out. When I find a tag like this hanging here, I like to go 1, 2. If I can go 3 leaves, I like to go 3, but 2 is fine. I'm gonna go 3. Now see, here's another. You see these growing out right in here? I take those off. It's not gonna hurt anything. There's one right here. And what I'll do is I'll go to the 3rd leaf and I'll just cut that thing off. Now these tendrils will, guys, they'll hang up, twist up, and everything else. You'll have them things everywhere. I'm gonna get rid of that leaf right there because it's already broke off. But now, let's look here. You see, we have this vine coming out right here. We have a grape coming out here. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, I'm gonna come to the 3rd one right here, and I'm gonna clip it off. I'm gonna break this off. I'm gonna break this off. And what you're gonna do is, by doing that, I've learned I end up with grapes that the sun can get to, and that they actually get bigger and sweeter. Now, normally I would pluck this one out of here if it was smaller. And I probably should still cut it out, but no bigger than my vine is. I have a little tag of grapes in it right there. Now, I need as many grapes as I can get this year, so on it, I'm only going to go 2 leaves. I'm going to go ahead and clip this out of here and get that off of there. I'm going to leave that one, which I normally would take out. Wanda's telling me to clip off this tendril here. Okay, let me come around to this side. The sun was in my eyes the other way. And let's pull these out of here and let's just look. We got one right here. Now there's some spots showing up on some leaves like this, and when they do, a lot of times I'll clip that leaf off and get it out of there. But now we have a tag of grapes right here. And right here again, see this? Growing right in that Y crotch. You want to get that out of there while it's little. And then with this one, because it's so short, I got 1, 2, 3, I can still get my 3rd leaf right there, and I can cut that one out. Now down here, I'm gonna have to get on down low on this one because it's coming out a lot lower than I really,
grapes right here,
and then I really wanted it to. I don't like them being on the main stalk down here, and I really don't want this one on here. I'm gonna get rid of it, even though it had some grapes on it. I don't want it, that one down here. Now this one has a, let me get here where I can see. I'm trying to get rid of these bad leaves where I can see. Now we have a tag of grapes right here, and the other day I had already clipped this one off right here. We have a tag of grapes right here, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3, which is right here. We're going to get rid of that one. Get that out of there. We're going to break this out of the middle. Okay, that's looking a lot better there now. Now down here, we have another one. And what I'm going to do, see how we have two? I normally cut the middle one out, but this one, the bottom one doesn't have any grapes on it, so I'm going to get rid of it. And this one, I'm going to go ahead and just, it's okay like it is because it hasn't really started growing yet. Now here, oh, Miss Wanda's got that one out of there. Got this one here. Okay. I probably am going to take this out because I like to go about 6 or 8 inches in between these if I can. That way you're not overloading your grapevine. If they get to get too thick in here. Now here's one I don't like for them to come out from the bottom, so I'm going to take that one out even though it had a few grapes on it. I'm going to let this one because they're growing in the upward motion. This one's growing upward. We're going to get rid of the one up under the bottom right here. Now let me come back. I missed one right down here. Oh, where is that? Right here. Okay, let's get them tendrils there. We got a leaf there. We got 1, 2, 3 leaves here. We're going to clip this off right here. Now that'll help us to get a little bit better shape there. Let's get rid of this. Now we're looking a lot better. We got,
okay, this one, yeah, you got it. Now this.
Okay, we got this one hanging here. Now we got a tags kind of far out on this one. So being it's so far out here, I'm going to cut it off at 2. Right past it right there.
And you're taking it back in this way?
I'll eventually come back and tie it up. Right now I'm just trying to get through this. Okay, we have another one right here. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, I'm going to clip it right there. That'll take care of that. Now when we're looking here, let's see, I'm trying to check my spacing out here. This one here is under the bottom. We're going to get rid of it. You're looking for airflow and all that in these grapevines. All that means something when you're growing these things. Let me see, these tendrils here are hanging on everything in the world. Okay, we got a little section of grapes. I'm trying to see, I think it's on the other side because grapes usually grow on the new growth. Okay, this one doesn't really have anything on it yet. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and let's just say I'm going to go ahead and just clip it off, like say right here somewhere for right now. And then when I get on the other side where I can do a little better looking over there, we will take care of that. Okay, we got one. We're going to lay it off over there out of the way. Now, I see some grapes. It's hard to tell because I'm on the wrong side of the vine. Let me get over to the other side. Find out where my grapes is at over here. This is my main runner here. I'm trying to keep going. Okay, let's figure out here. Where was those grapes here? They were right here. Let's get rid of this tendril right here. Okay, I'm going to just, because this is my main vine, I'm going to leave it going right there. I have this one hanging down right here. There is absolutely nothing growing on it, so we've already cut the end off of it. I think I'm going to cut it back one more. This one here has 2 coming out on it. We don't need that. Okay, let's look right here.
What about this?
We got to get rid of this right here. Now, okay, let's jump back to our bottom one down here. We got a tag there. We want to get rid of. This right here. We'll get rid of this leaf right here. All right, we got another vine over here that we really don't have anything on. Let's get rid of that leaf right there. Get that out of there. I'm going to actually cut this one off out here because it doesn't have anything. It might possibly make another tag of grapes and it may not. Okay, let's look right here. We've got a tag hanging down underneath the bottom under here. We've got, let's find where we're at here. Got 1, 2, 3. We're going to whack this one off right here. Now this one right here has absolutely nothing on it. So we're gonna get rid of it. Now, let's go back here. Let's get rid of this right here. We are doing no good right there. We're gonna go 3 above that. We're gonna cut this off right here. We have one sticking under the bottom right here, I see. We're gonna get rid of that. We got one right here we're gonna get rid of. Do this leaf here. This one here up under the bottom, I don't think it has any. Yep, it has grapes on it, so let's work with it. Let's get the end snipped out of it. Okay. Now see, we have 2 right here again. You want to get rid of one of those. And I got one right here on my hand. Let's see, we're going to go right about here. And that one. We got one. Let's try to figure out where we're at here now. Alright, we're at the end of those grapes where they're hanging down. Let's get rid of this right here. Okay, we got one right up under here I want to get rid of. This here, let's just get rid of that. Let's cut this whole thing back right here. Alright, we got some grapes coming out right here. Let's see if we can't do the 1, 2, 3 thing right here. Now we have another vine growing here. Is this my leader? That's my main leader?
One of them.
Alright, let's get rid of some of these tendrils right here. They are hooked up to everything.
Alright, what?
Okay, because see, we're already up to our next vine here with the end of this one.
So you got to figure out where to...
So what I want to do is I want to just clip it off right here. I don't want to go any longer. Just let it lay right on top of that. Now I still have one here. We're going to pull this back out of the way before I can get here to these. We've got some little grapes coming on here. So let's go out here to this one. So we're going to end it right here. And then we'll come back and clip this one in here. These tendrils should hang on to that. I've got one right here. I didn't get the tip cut out of. There we go. Get that leaf right there off. Oh, I got one right here. We didn't get to this one.
Yeah.
We got 1, 2, 3 leaves right here. We're gonna cut the top out of that one.
And that gets most of the first.
Most of the first one. That should open that up to where we get some really nice grapes off of it this year. If we keep the birds out of them. Now let's go back to the main plant on this one. Now, this sorrel here. When I was a kid.
Malabar.
Oh, you can't get rid of Malabar. When I was a kid, we used to eat this stuff like candy. Sit and chew on it. Now this one's got to come off right here. This is going to be my new runner coming out right here. Going down this one right here. We're going to let it keep going till it gets on down to right about there somewhere, and then we'll clip it off. And I have another one that I have trained right here coming up. I'm going to let it come up, and we're going to try to let it come down like this right here and run down the top of this pipe here. This grape vine did not have
What you want to bet?
all of that.
There's a worm right in here.
If they roll it up, there'll be a worm in it. That's really nice. Just take the leaf off.
Bunch of bugs.
Now we're going to get rid of this one right here. We're right here on the main stem. We don't need anything right in here. Now we're going to leave this one. We got one coming out there. We got one coming out here. We have actually got, let's see, we can clip this tendril right there.
This one
We got
here.
one coming out right here. I got to get rid of here. Just get rid of that where it won't. It's hanging up here. Okay, we got all that hanging down. We got to get this here. Because see, this is what happens right here. Let me show you. This is actually a tag of grapes, and this tendril has growed into that tag of grapes. I'm gonna cut it back here and get it out of there, because that's what will happen. It'll wrap your grapes up and you won't get no grapes off of it. It'll actually destroy your grapes. I'm just gonna leave the tendril will die naturally. If I go to try to pull it out of there, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to be destroying my my grapes. Now, we have a grape coming out right here. It's got some little grapes on it right there. Now this one did not have anything come out on it, so I'm gonna just go ahead and get rid of it. Leave the new one on there. Now I have one right here coming toward me here that has no grapes on it whatsoever, but I'm gonna go ahead and go 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna actually go 4 leaves on this one and cut it off. I'm just gonna cut this one off here. It has nothing on it yet, so pull that out of there. All right, let's look down here. We got this one right here sticking up, and that's our one to run up yonder, which is fine.
So that gives us...
I think that pretty much gets this one. And I'm probably missing one here and there. Like right here, here's another one I missed.
Here's one up top.
Missed that one. I got a couple of them up here I've missed. Here's one right here. This one go like right there. We got some grapes right here, don't we? Yep.
Yes.
Let's do 1, 2, 3. Let's do like here. Let's see what we got going on here. These vines will fool you. Just got to figure out which is which, because they all want to be a runner, and I don't need all these runners. I'm gonna cut rid of this one right here. Let's open this thing up a little bit right here. Okay, this one's coming out, running way out here. What this will do is this will sap your plant. All right, this is my main one coming down right here. So I'm gonna let it continue, and I have another one right here that's all wrapped up on this wire here. I can't have all of these running down here.
All right, which one's your main one?
I'll get this one out. Let's get this one taken care of first. It has no grapes on it, so we're just gonna whack it off right here somewhere. This is my main one right here. We're gonna let it keep going. This one has no grapes on it, so we're gonna come out here. We're gonna clip it. We got one coming out from the bottom here. We don't want that. Trying to figure my spacing here. I'm gonna get rid of this one. I see a little cluster of grapes on that one. A little cluster on this one. That one's okay. I gotta figure my main, which one I want to be a main runner. I don't actually have a main runner on that.
Right, that's this one.
I don't really want to let that one, I don't want that one to be it, because this one is really the aggressive one. I'm going to continue to let it go. We got some leaves there. Let's get rid of the end of that one so it don't take off anymore. Alright, we got one. Ooh, this one here is hung up in everything that it can go to. Let's see here. Don't need that up in there. Alright. Let's look at what we've got here. Absolutely no grapes on it. I'm going to take it all the way back to over here. Right in there. I'm going to get rid of that. Got this tall one sticking up here, which is in a Y crotch, like right here. See, even though it's a pretty vine sticking up here, you see here where it's in the Y crotch like this? We're just going to go ahead and get it out, because we really don't need that. And this one has nothing on it right here. It's got 1, 2, 3. Let's just cut the tip off of that one. Even though they're both in a crotch there, because we have no more grapes than what we do on the vine, I don't think we're going to hurt by leaving it.
And there's still quite a lot of grapes on there.
Cut the tip out of that one.
I mean, amazing on this.
It still looks pretty good.
All right, have you fertilized these?
Yes, I put some 824-24 in them the other day. I didn't want to put no nitrogen hardly because I don't want to just, the vines just running crazy. I'd rather fertilize the actual grapes than I had trying to grow vines, because I'm not really interested in growing vines right now. This one's got a tendril right in the leaf up there. There we go. It comes out here. You know what? I don't think I really...
You don't have anything on it.
It has nothing on it. I think I'm gonna get rid of this right here. And let this, all the energy now go to the grapes that are up here. And this one now will continue to carry on and come on down the pipe here. And then that one yonder will come and meet it out here. And when they meet during the summer, I'll click them off. Now this is not a one-time deal right here. I will have to come back a little bit later this summer and I will have to do this again, because it's nature. It's going to put new growth on, and I don't need any new growth. I need the growth that we have to stick into the vine that we have. Now the new growth I won't mind will be this right here. This one right here. I'm letting the new growth come down the tops of these pipes till they meet. And I think once we get that done, we will have our main vine established. And then from that point forward, it'll literally be working with the spurs that are on the grapevine. These are two that I have planted this year, that I'm trying to get two laterals to come up off of it. Because if I can do that, then I'll train one to this and one to this. I'll do the same thing on the other end. And I'm experimenting with this one. I have 3 pots, and I have very short runs on the grapes where it puts more energy to the grapes. This side, I'm trying 2 long runs to see if the pot nutrition in the pot can handle having grapevines that long. If it can't, then I will cut these back and put another pot next year in the middle, and it will be identical to this one over here. So I need to move on to the high tunnel now. I have one in the high tunnel, a Catawba grape in there that's about to get out of hand. Okay. This one has absolutely nothing on it, so it's got to go. This one right here has nothing on it, and it's down low down here, so it's got to go. We have another one here that's going up. It has grapes on it, but now it gets right here and it runs out. We're going to use the same principle that we used over there, the 1, 2, 3 leaf thing. We're going to cut it off. Now this one here is done headed way up yonder. I'm going to get rid of that right there. There's no need in that being way up there. What I'm going to have to do is come back and I'm going to have to tie this up right here. Now next year, these two will be cut off of here. It's just that this year I need as many grapes as I can get. Now I've got this one here. This one has tags of grapes on it, so we're going to clip it off right there. And these up here have tags of grapes there. We're going to get rid of that right there. I have tags. That
one's going, you're training it though.
Yes. Well, I would rather it be on up higher, but I'm going to leave it, you know, right now. I'm trying to get this lower stuff taken care of. This one here, let's get rid of that.
Look at the grapes in there.
Look at the grapes, guys.
I don't know if the camera can even do it justice.
There is grapes everywhere. I have to get a ladder to get up there to finish trimming it, like it really needs to be trimmed. But right now, I think you get the gist of it. And
you've got the trellis going all the way.
Oh yeah, it goes all the way through. My goal is to get it all the way through the whole place. That is my goal. Chris and I got up there and put that in. And got it where we could grow the grapes up there. Now, that should suffice that.
And these grapes are already getting good size.
Yeah, now this is a catawba grape.
So it'll be a purple grape.
Yes, this is a purple grape. To my understanding, now I've never grown one before, but I'm just saying.
That's what it's supposed to be.
It shows that it's a bluish purple color.
Yeah, right here. So we'll see.
Plus, we got a pot full of electroculture in there with this.
Yeah.
And
we just stuck them in there.
We just stuck them in there. We're
look
cleaning
at
out the other beds. And
tell me electroculture don't work.
This one's doing better than all of them. I mean, maybe it played. I hadn't done anything different. Matter of fact, it probably needs watering, to be honest with you.
It does need watering.
I'm sitting here. Yeah, I need to get some watering. That's just, yeah.
But it's got 4 electroculture rods in it.
Yeah, I was cleaning out all these pots in here that day. I just started sticking them all in there, and it's on the south side too, like it's supposed to be. So.
Danny's tomatoes doing awesome. Look at this. Ready to pick in here. Powdery mildew hitting in here.
Getting in here at the same time it's hitting out in the field. I mean, it's like clockwork. I mean, it's like...
This time of the year it always
nature
hits.
Nature just knows, you know?
The corn looks amazing. Yeah. Look at your grapes.
Look at the grapes. I got to do some pruning. Now this one back here is loaded with grapes.
Really?
Yeah, that Nimrod, or Hemrod, it's a Hemrod, not Nimrod. Hemrod is not... Look at this one.
Look at the grapes.
Look at the tags.
Oh my goodness.
That's called a catawba grape. Look at that. Since me and Chris put that up there, look at that. So look at it.
It is gorgeous.
I mean, it is loading up. Well, we've had several comments and questions about the potatoes and the English peas. How are they doing together? Well, guys, you can just take a look there.
Potatoes look amazing. English peas are producing.
Yeah. Got peas hanging all over them. No, these ain't... I picked these pretty clean the other day. So, they're still doing awesome. We got our peppers here. Now, this is the Fudia jalapeno from last year. I brought it in here after the freeze, and look at it. It's coming on back.
Peppers.
I put a banana pepper right here beside it, a sweet banana pepper. And then I put a Goliath... Marconi here.
Look at that.
Look at it. Look at the color of them. I've been putting some worm casting tea around them. Look how they're, I mean, I'm going to have to stake them. And here is our, this was like a bell pepper, but it's a lunchbox orange bell pepper.
It's got peppers on it.
And it's got peppers on the back side of it back there.
They don't look like bells. They're long.
No, they're longer like that one. See, they're like a longer one.
Both of them are lunchbox, aren't they?
Yep, both of those are lunchbox orange. This is where we've been bringing some of our onions in here, hanging them. And as they dry, they don't continue to hang on it. They'll eventually fall off. And when they do, this is what they look like right here. These still got just a little bit of moisture in them right here. So these beds are kind of dry on the ends out here. They're not wet. So I just lay them right here and leave them laying there.
These tomatoes are just...
These are pretty pitiful looking. Never growed this variety before, but I've been putting the worm castings around them. I actually put some 824-24 in here.
And they still look
and
like
they still look kind of peaked looking. So,
and this shows that the water's at the max, even though it looks dry, but it's wet in there.
It's wet down in there.
Very wet.
This is the La Roma 2
They're
tomato.
just slow growing.
They haven't, I guess they haven't established a root system yet. My next thing is I'm going to put some calcium nitrate in here and see if that, I'm trying to figure out, I actually put magnesium along with the 824-24, and I've been putting the worm casting tea around them twice now. It probably is just going to take a little time for them to kind of get their root system established. I think they'll be all right eventually, but it's going to take a little time. We've gotten a lot of comments about how are the green stalks doing. Well, look at this. This is how they're doing. They've got strawberries.
It's hard to turn it.
I don't know if this one is.
It rolls, but
it rolls. Yeah.
you may have it locked.
We may have it locked.
We have strawberry ready
I can
right
turn it.
here.
Here we go. I'll turn it around here. Look at this. Look at this side of it. Look at this. The strawberries are finally starting to grow in here. And, I mean, they're looking really awesome. So, this thing is doing really, really nice. That one's doing good. This one's doing pretty good. We had a few of them that passed away unexpectedly. And I came back and put an onion in here because onions are a good insect repellent for the strawberries. And I've still got a few empty ones over here. Now this one's putting babies on already. Look at that.
Take it out and put it in an empty spot.
What I'll do is just bring it down in here and let it root in that. And then once it gets rooted, I'll just cut it off. But now we were out here just a minute ago looking, and I want to show you guys something. Look at here.
It turned weird, but
it grew into the plant. It was growing into the plant. This is a Fugia jalapeno.
There's another one in there. It's pretty good size.
Ooh, look at here. This, you know what this is good for? This right here. It's good for cornbread. You take that good old Danny corn, mix a little cream style corn in with it, throw you some of this Fugia jalapeno and get that jalapeno taste without the heat, where you can actually enjoy the taste of it.
You know what it's good for? Them mayhaws we just picked.
Ooh.
The pepper jelly.
Pepper jelly with the mayhaws.
You want those in your pepper jelly.
Yes, you do. And look at this. I've been putting a worm casting tea around this here for about 2 days now. Look at it. This little plant a couple days ago was right here. I've been putting a worm casting tea around it. Look at it. Done growed up there. And the one inside there has done got big.
You got one in there too?
Yeah, I got one in there. Those are sweet banana.
Worm castings works, don't it?
Yeah, and I'm making a lot of it. I am rocking and rolling with the worm casting tea. Okay, I want you to look at the Primo tomatoes here. I've been putting the worm casting tea around them for about 2 days now, and then look at these. They have just all of a sudden, like they're on steroids. They have took off, and the basil, or basil, however you want to say it, look at it. I'm already having to pinch the top side of it. Look at that. Look at the size of the leaves and how healthy looking they are. That worm casting tea is actually really making a difference. I mean, look at that basil. How the size of those leaves compared to my hand. Look at that.
And you touched them and I can smell it.
Oh, yeah. Woo! Yeah, it's really strong. These are our eggplants. We didn't plant as many this year as we did last year. We learned a valuable lesson last year. We got overran with them. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6 eggplants in here.
And we're fixing to take these off.
Yes, all this has got to come off of here. I feel like it needs to. And the other day we didn't talk about our green stalk when we were up yonder.
We talked about the other two, but we didn't show this one.
We didn't show this one. Now, this one's ready to be watered. I haven't watered it in like 3 or 4 days. Yeah, it needs watering. So I got to get back here and do some watering.
But I mean, they're healthy.
I don't think does it have any berries on it? Or?
I found one.
I haven't even.
It's not totally, but it's kind of funky.
Oh, you pulled it. That's what you want. Wow, that's a perfect one. Could have been a lot redder though. So I'm gonna get in here.
The flavor's amazing.
I'm gonna go ahead and water these today because I haven't watered them in 3 days.
The berries like right here. This one was slower putting berries on because we did it last. Or you and Chris did this one.
Me and Chris did this one last, yeah. Yeah, it needs watering really bad. I didn't realize I missed it the other day when I was back here watering. I know what happened. I got here to the onions, and yep, we got more onions ready here.
But I mean, it looks healthy.
Yep.
Looks good.
This is why I didn't water it. I got back here and had the water hose, and I said, these onions don't need any water. These have all broke over.
So we got a few little onions.
Yeah, I call them little knotheads here. They I probably won't do this again, that's for sure.